Welcome to LISC Hampton Roads Expand 757 Small Business Loan Program webinar. I am Jay Grant. I'm the Executive Director of LISC Hampton Roads. That stands for Local Initiative Support Corporation. I have with me Rosalind Wolf as well as Jolie Spears. Rosalind comes from LISC as well, and Jolie represents the Hampton Roads Small Business Development Center. And you'll hear more from both of them in a moment. But we're just glad to have you here with us for this webinar, this learning session. We're going to answer, hopefully, your frequently asked questions and dive into this loan program. It's an exciting program because it's a 0% loan. And if you are familiar with interest rates today, this is certainly attractive to me. And so we are at LISC, we are a CDFI, a Community Development Finance Institution. So we're in the business of investing in the community. And so oftentimes the ROI for us is the impact created in communities. So the more small businesses that we can support and help to leverage resources you may already have, we can get you into a better position. That to us is creating community impact. We know that small businesses are the lifeblood of the economy. And so we want to get you to a better place. And so without further ado, I am going to pass the mic to Miss Jolie Spears.
Oh, thanks, Jay. As Jay mentioned, I'm with the Hampton Roads Small Business Development Center. We also think that small business is the lifeblood of any community, and our mission is to help small businesses at every stage of their development. So from ideation, startup, all the way to business expansion. And I think that this LISC Expand 757 amazing loan opportunity is really what many existing businesses will be able to use to expand their business. And although the terms of this loan are probably the best that I've ever seen, 0% interest, you don't have to, your credit isn't pulled. There are some financial documents and business plan documents that y'all are asking for as part of the loan package, which are important documents. Any financial institution would be asking a business to present them. But sometimes folks need a little bit of extra help when they're putting their profit and loss statements together. Maybe they want some help tweaking a business plan before they share it with you. And those are all functions that the SBDC is here to help serve the community for this program, but for any small business need. So we're here as a resource to help folks as they're either submitting their application or once they receive the loan. I think that a session with the SBDC as part of the loan, we can help you think about, again, how to maximize this loan to expand your business and to support your business goals. So we're thrilled to be able to partner with LISC in this way. It's such a wonderful opportunity for the community. So thanks, Jay and Rosalind, for going after such an amazing program and bringing it to our community.
Thank you, Jolie, and thank you, Jay. I am Rosalind Wolf. I'm the program officer for LISC Hampton Roads, and I too believe that small business is the lifeblood of a community. So I want to get started on our presentation. I'm going to share my screen to go through the Expand 757 Small Business Loan Program. All right. So this loan program, the purpose of it is to help businesses expand. Unlike a lot of the monies that have been coming out around COVID relief, we are now moving to getting businesses past that, but also to like now, how do we build, right? How do we move forward now that we've gotten past a very tumultuous time period? This is where the Expand 757 Small Business Loan Program comes in, and we are super excited to be able to provide a service like this to businesses across the Hampton Roads region. We are serving the 17 localities of the Hampton Roads region, so even parts that are outside of just the 7 cities. So we're excited to be able to do that. And SBDC will also be able to help businesses that come from outside of the 7 cities that we oftentimes talk about. All right, so we do want to just make sure we recognize the State of Virginia Department of Housing and Community Development for providing these funds to us to be able to send them out to the community. So just want to, the program overview is we're providing 0%, zero fee loan. So it costs you nothing to get this loan and you pay back what you get from the program. The loans are between $10,000 and $50,000. Project based, meaning you have to have a purpose to use the funds, and you'll provide that when you complete your application. Again, no fees and no interest. You do have to pay back this money. It is a loan. It's not a grant, but LISC Hampton Roads has the flexibility to work with our clients so that it's the best product for them. That 10 and 50. We set that goal and we'll get more into that, but we will not allow a business to take out a loan that's more than 25% of their revenue because we don't want to put you in a position that you can't pay the money back. So in addition to the loan part, as Jolie announced, we have the coaching sessions. They have the ability to give one-on-one sessions to help with loan materials and business plans. And then you can access specialists as you need them after you get the loan, talk more about marketing and employee retention and other pieces to help that you to actually expand and to continue your growth after this loan is paid back or throughout the life of the loan. So really brief program timeline. It opened October 24th. Today is a webinar. The coaching is ongoing from pre-application to post-award. We will be underwriting as they come in. So there isn't a short timeline. We have until March 2024 to get all these documents. So if you're a business that has not been in business for 2 years, but next year you'll reach your 2-year mark, you still have time to apply. So we appreciate having that long timeline so that we don't have to cut any businesses out. To be eligible, you have to be located in the Hampton Roads region, which we just talked about. You have to have been operating for at least 2 years, and that will be the case for any really LISC program that you are interested in. You have to have at least 2 employees. The owner is counted as an employee. For this loan program, sole proprietors and nonprofits are not eligible, and you have to be making between 50,000 cap it at $1 million. We want to make sure we stick with small businesses. And again, that 50 is because we won't allow you to take out more than 25%, a loan that's more than 25% of your revenue. So it'll put you at that 10,000 mark. And their credit score. LISC does not pull credit scores, so your credit score does not matter. They do have a run a background check. And so they'll check for things like tax liens and any judgments that you may have that could affect your ability to repay the loan. The loan terms between 10 and 50. There is no interest rate. There is no payment for the first 6 months, right? So when you get this loan, you'll have 6 months to try and do to make that money work for you before you have to start paying it back. So we're really, really happy we're able to offer that to small businesses. The loan term is 3 years, but it's amortized over 5 years. So your payments are lower because of the higher amortization rate, amount of years. So what will happen is that after that 3-year mark, you'll have a balloon payment that's due. If you cannot pay that balloon payment, please let me be very clear. All you have to do is talk to us, and if we will work something out with you. If that means extending the long term, then we will do that. We don't want any business to not apply because of the balloon payment or to be left out because they feel like they don't have, or not talk to us because they don't have the money to pay back. It is okay. We have the flexibility at LISC to work with you, and we want to see you succeed at all costs. So you have 2.5 years of payments because the first 6 months you don't make a payment at all. And so we're hoping that you're able to generate some life, in that first 6 months before you have to pay it back. And we do not collect any collateral for these loans. You can use the loan for a number of things. So you can hire new staff, which we want to see job creation in the area. Equipment and supplies, inventory, develop your website. If you have other interest loans, people had to take out high interest loans to help them to maintain and carry them over from COVID. You can use this loan, to pay off those loans so that this one is a no interest, no fee loan. If you want to make improvements to your space, like you can use that money for this. Any bridge financing for contracts, you have something coming up, but you don't have all the money you need right now. You can use this loan to do that. And then it's possible to use a loan outside of these pieces. We just have to have a one-on-one conversation, and it's a case-by-case basis. They require financial documentation, and this is what Jolie was touching on, that SBDC can help you to get before you to help you get ready to apply. Do we need those income statements? And we're going back 3 years. And then for this year, we want to see where you are now. The balance sheet, same thing. Business tax returns. We want to see your business, not your personal tax returns. Your business debt schedule, and we want to see your growth projections because it is about expanding. We want to see where do you see yourself, and how can this loan help you to get there. And then your other business documentation would be your current business plan. Again, we just want to see what your plan is to expand and to carry forward. We're really, really interested in these loans being used to expand businesses in the area, and that lead to job creation, that lead to more business coming in. And so we just want to see that the plan that you have, which will help us, to better able to serve you. You have to have an active local business license. You have to have a good standing certificate or a certificate of facts. That both come from the Virginia SCC. And we just need to see your corporation documents to make sure you are established as a business. We have a platform that we use to collect all the information. So you won't send anything to my personal email. You'll submit it all in this form. The downside of this platform is that it does not have a username or password, and so you have to do the application in one sitting. You can go to the website and see all that you need so that when you do apply, you have it all together and can go through the process. And it'll collect everything that we're asking you for. You will put it in on the website. I, Rosalind Wolf, am your first level of underwriting. And then we do have a national team that will go through after we here get everything together and then approve it in a loan contract that you sign. Again, just want to really, really highlight the Hampton Roads SBDC. They're fantastic service to use. We are encouraging businesses to go and talk to them to make sure that you have everything that you need to apply. This isn't a one and done thing. And so if there's something that's missing, we'll come back to you. But it's really, really important that you have those documents together. And we have this free service of experts, right? You don't need to get that free, the free service of experts that can assist you with it. And then if you go to our website, the Expand 757 website on the LISC Hampton Roads business page, you'll see a link to SBDC, and they'll help you from there. So I serve as the program officer. I'm also a video loan officer for the Expand 757 loan program. So my information is here. Feel free to email me. I didn't share my phone number, but if someone wants to reach out and talk to me via phone, that's more than fine. Email is probably the best way to do that. So that is the end of our presentation. Are there any questions? Anything anyone needs to know?
Rosalind, I have a question that some folks have asked me. What you gave a nice sort of like flow of how the program works, from application, underwriting, approval, and then the loan contract. But what can folks expect a timeline for that to look like, especially if they have correctly uploaded all of the required documentation and you have everything you need?
Yes, the timeline for my review is probably about a week or two. It's a little longer the very beginning because I have all these documents coming in. So it's about a week to process, and then the entire from application to receiving money, it'll probably be about 2 months for that whole. But thank you for asking that question.
Russell, I also have a question. You mentioned how $50,000 is the lower end of the threshold for your business's revenue. But you did mention that the loan would not be more than 25% of the business's revenue, if I'm correct. So one question that I've received recently was, would the program consider small businesses whose revenues are less than 50,000 if they're still receiving under 25% of their gross revenue?
The cap, so the loan, the amount that you can choose from is between 10 and 50,000. And so if you're not making at least 50,000, then we could not get our minimum loan amount would be at that 25, more than 25%. So we couldn't give you the loan.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really, trying to protect small businesses from having this debt looming. And we don't want anyone to get in over their heads. I know sometimes we think, oh, I can make it, but then if it's more than 25%, we'd really rather, wait, maybe help you grow other areas, connect you with the SBDC or Black Brand or something to help you fulfill a little more. So I don't see any more questions. I am here. I love questions. If I don't have the answer, I will figure it out. And then I will get back to you. So if there's nothing else now, please feel free to reach out. I look forward to receiving your applications and working with you, providing you with other resources that maybe LISC doesn't provide, but someone like Hampton Roads SBDC does. So with that, I want to thank my panelists, our ED, Jay Grant, and the ED of Hampton Roads SBDC, Joey Spears, for being with us today. And let's get this money out. Thank you all.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.